Hi.
Hey Macy, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Are you ready for your 73 questions interview for See.Spark.Go?
I am. Let's do it.
All right, let's get right into it.
Perfect.
Okay, so what's your major?
PR.
Why PR?
I think everyone has something to say that's worth hearing, and PR helps people hear stories.
So what's your minor?
Studio art.
What do you want to do after you graduate?
I'm not sure yet, but I'd love to work for a nonprofit.
When are you graduating?
I'm graduating in May, so it's coming up.
What has been your favorite class at Grady so far?
Definitely writing and reporting across platforms with Lori Johnson.
Why that class?
I think she's a phenomenal professor, and I learned so much about writing from her, and I got to write cool articles.
So what was your favorite article you wrote for that class?
I interviewed Kevin Kershey, who's the director of sustainability at UGA, and he taught me a lot about UGA's sustainability initiatives, so that was fun.
What's a class that challenged you?
PR with Tom Cullen.
Why?
He is a tough professor, but he definitely challenged me to make my writing better, and he taught me a lot about AP style.
So you know AP style?
I do.
Okay, so how was taking classes at Grady during COVID?
It was definitely interesting, and I had to adapt a lot, but I think it helped me be more adaptable in my workplace.
What assignment was most challenging with online learning?
I had to do an event coverage article for Lori Johnson's class, actually. So that was weird because the event was online, obviously. So I was writing event coverage from my bedroom. That was very, very cool.
What did you learn about PR during the pandemic?
I learned how important good PR is because we really could tell which brands had bad PR and which ones had good PR. Also, do you mind if I go get ready for work?
Of course not. So where do you work?
I work at Plato's Closet.
What's the best thing about working there?
I get to see all the clothes before they go out on the floor.
Have you learned anything interesting?
I learned how to tell the exact year a piece of clothing, like how old it is.
All right, so what's your favorite trend right now?
I love that the 90s are back.
How has the job equipped you for your future career?
It's really taught me a lot about the importance of teamwork, because one thing about Plato's is there's so many moving parts that if we're not all communicating, it's not going to work.
So when you're not working, what have you done this summer?
I've been working at a startup called Oh I Get It as a social media intern.
What's a skill that you learned at your internship?
I learned how to interview people for the position I had, so that was super cool, and I got to learn what the employers were looking for.
What exactly does Oh I Get It do?
So Oh I Get It is a news company that filters fake news, so basically readers can tell if the article that they're reading is reliable or not.
What's the most interesting part of working for a startup?
For me, it was the hours. I'm on the East Coast, they were on the West Coast, so I had to do meetings at very odd times.
What exactly did you do on a weekly basis?
So I managed a Twitter account, wrote tweets, I made pins, I created a metrics report for the platforms that I worked on, and then I shared those reports at meetings, and I gave suggestions on how to grow those platforms.
Are there any fun facts about the company that I should know?
Yes, my manager is the founder of Christian Mingle.
What is your biggest takeaway from working at Oh I Get It?
Definitely that when it comes to growing a social media platform, consistency is everything, and also just the importance of being flexible and reliable.
So what's your favorite social media?
Instagram.
Why Instagram?
I love the photo aspect of social media, and Instagram's all about photos.
So thoughts on TikTok?
I love TikTok, and I think it's a great way for brands to make themselves known to the younger generation.
Have you ever gone viral?
I have. Do you mind if we go check the mail?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay, so with PR and social media, what companies do you think have the best social media right now?
The first two that come to mind are Nike and Netflix.
What do they do well?
I love that Nike focuses on people's stories to relate to their audience, and Netflix just seems to really know their target audience, and they do well about keeping up with the trends.
So what's a good example of good advertising right now? Recent example.
I would say Outer Banks season 2. Whoever runs their Instagram account is doing a great job at getting people hyped up.
So have you ever seen the show?
Of course.
So what are you watching right now?
I'm watching This Is Us on Hulu. I'm obsessed.
Do you have any other hobbies?
I do. I like anything outdoors, really, so walking, hiking, anything like that.
Where's the best place you've ever hiked?
Raven Bald.
So are you from North Georgia?
I am. I'm from Gainesville.
Okay, what's the best thing about Gainesville?
It's the chicken capital of the world.
So, what did you do last summer?
I worked at a camp called Woodlands.
Where's that?
It's in Cleveland.
What did you do?
I created a video every week of the kids kind of doing their camp activities. So I would like use Premiere Pro, I would cut it, edit everything myself, and we would show it to the kids at the end of the week, and they loved it.
What was the biggest challenge?
Definitely that I was working on my own, so filming on my own, editing on my own. I didn't know anything about videography when I was going into it, so it was a huge learning experience.
What was the best part of the job?
The best part of the job was getting to see how the media that I was making the kids really happy.
So are you still interested in video?
Yeah, I think Woodlands gave me a great foundation to if I want to learn more about video, and I definitely would like to.
What other media experience do you have?
OMG. I worked as a social media coordinator at Baptist Collegiate Ministries my freshman year.
So what are 3 words you use to describe yourself?
Dependable, organized, and easygoing.
What's your biggest strength?
I would say that I'm really good under pressure, so I don't mind working in like a really fast-paced environment.
So what would you like to do to improve?
I would like to improve my writing skills in a PR setting.
When did you overcome a challenge in the workplace?
When I was working at Woodlands, actually, my video, like Premiere crashed and I lost my video halfway through the week, so I had to start from scratch, but I had a little bit of help from my manager and we were able to remake it and the kids loved it.
So what do you admire most about See.Spark.Go?
I love that See.Spark.Go is really focused on like the people behind the company, and like they make even the smallest brands like really feel like their story is worth telling and that they're like the most important client they have.
So, are there any specific case studies that have inspired you?
Yes, I love the All Pro Dad case study.
Why do you like that?
It's the type of company that I'd like to work for someday. So I really enjoyed getting to read about that, and I think what they do is really phenomenal, and I just like really support their vision.
So which internship are you applying for?
PR.
So why do you want this internship?
Because See.Spark.Go is so like respected in like the Grady, Athens PR community, and I just would love to work somewhere like that and work with people who are really good at what they do and really passionate about it.
So where did you first hear about See.Spark.Go?
PRSSA.
Why were you drawn to the company?
The speaker was really passionate about the company, and I could tell she loved working here and loved what she did, and I was really drawn to that.
Okay, this last one's gonna cover your last 10 questions. Are you ready?
I
Okay,
am.
so what are 10 reasons why See.Spark.Go should hire you?
10 reasons why See.Spark.Go should hire me. I'm dependable, I'm organized, I'm motivated, I'm people-oriented, I'm a team player, I put 100% into everything I do, I really do love the company, I'm willing and eager to learn, I'm up for any challenge that you could give me, and I'm passionate about PR. So in conclusion, See.Spark.Go, I'm your girl.